Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or nothing.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay.
When's that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez, if they fight?
If they fight, I think Shakur wins. I think Shakur wins.
Teofimo Lopez, we've seen him at his best, but he typically brings out his best characteristics when he's back against the wall and he's counted out. And he's going to be counted out in this fight. By and large, people are going to side with Shakur in this fight to win the fight because he's the more consistent fighter, he's the more class fighter overall.
Boxing professionals have shared mixed opinions ahead of the Shakur Stevenson vs. Teofimo Lopez fight. Gervonta Davis showed frustration while talking about Stevenson, questioning why people treat him like a proven champion before he has fully proven himself at the highest level. Davis suggested that reputation alone means nothing in elite boxing, and real respect only comes after facing and defeating top competition inside the ring. Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri also broke down the upcoming fight, offering insight into both fighters and how the public views them.
A lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course, he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you...
Paulie noted that Teofimo Lopez is often underestimated, partly because Shakur Stevenson has more fame, a larger fan base, and greater media attention. Many fans naturally favor Stevenson because of this. However, Paulie emphasized that fight night is where reputations are truly tested. He believes Lopez can rise to the moment and prove his skill and toughness. According to Paulie, this fight gives Lopez a chance to show the world that he belongs at the very top and is capable of beating Stevenson.
Teofimo is at his most dangerous when he's counted out. And this is going to be one of those fights where he's going to be counted out. Because Shakur is looked at by and large as the guy who can dominate boxing in this generation, right? It's just a matter of him getting the opportunity. I myself have felt that he's the guy who could and should be dominating boxing if he gets the right matchups. But bro, this is one of the rare matchups, if not maybe the only matchup, where I feel like is a big threat here to Shakur. And then it would all come undone only because of this reason. Teofimo Lopez, we've seen him at his best, but he typically brings out his best characteristics when he's back against the wall and he's counted out. And he's going to be counted out in this fight. By and large, people are going to side with Shakur in this fight to win the fight because he's the more consistent fighter, he's the more class fighter overall, and he's just so damn good. But Teofimo has a way, when you're so damn good and he knows you're so damn good and everybody feels like you're gonna beat him, there's just something about Teofimo, man. He brings out a different level and somehow supersedes that guy who is that damn good. I've seen it. We've seen it already. I'm not saying anything that anybody else hasn't already seen, okay? I'm just stipulating it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know who wins this fight. Because again, your better head says Shakur, but then you think about, man, Teofimo, again, what I just explained.
He's got the talent to
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Shakur is extremely talented and could be the face of boxing as far as being that good and being that dominant, even though no matter how good you are. But this is one of the rare fights where you can get beat. And I don't ever want to hear any of you tank nut huggers that he fights one Uber driver after another. If Shakur Stevenson loses this fight, I don't ever want to hear any of you saying, oh, well, what about Shakur now? Tank this, tank that. Tank fights the guy that delivers my pizza. He fights the guys in the back that are doing the production. He fights the truck driver. I don't want to hear, because he would never have.
Lamont Roach shared strong confidence in Shakur Stevenson's control inside the ring. He described the matchup as one defined by rhythm and discipline rather than chaos. Roach believes Stevenson controls the pace from the opening moments, using distance, timing, and movement to force opponents into uncomfortable positions. In his view, Stevenson's ability to read attacks and shut down offense would limit Teofimo Lopez's explosiveness. Roach sees the fight as a technical showcase rather than a war, where Stevenson's precision and discipline prevent Lopez from building momentum or finding consistent openings.
Cool. But and doing that, and so I was always going to fight this year. he knew that too. I was always going to fight this year. It was going to be either like a tune-up or something before I fought him, if we were to get that together.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
If they fight, I think Shakur wins. I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. I think he just, you know, his IQ will frustrate him. And,
wow. Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think
explosive?
so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin. Some people thought he lost to Sandor Martin. Who else?
He did beat Loma, who's arguably at the time considered one of the best in the world.
He did, and that was a hell of a performance too. A hell of a performance too. So yeah, I mean, I think he's hit or miss. You got to think he got stuff. He a little cuckoo too. Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like. Because it's going to be just a skill match. I don't think he's going to try to.
Roy Jones Jr. focused on preparation and execution rather than hype or reputation. He warned that Teofimo Lopez cannot afford to lose focus against a fighter like Stevenson. Jones explained that Stevenson excels when opponents hesitate or lose structure, quickly capitalizing on mistakes with clean counters and smart positioning. He believes that if Lopez is not fully sharp and disciplined, Stevenson will slowly break him down through accuracy and movement. While Jones respects Lopez's talent, he stressed that talent alone is not enough. Against a calculated fighter like Stevenson, every round matters, and once momentum shifts, it is very hard to turn the fight around.
And how does Shakur beat Teo and vice versa? Stylistically, how does Teo beat Shakur?
Stylistically, Teo got to go in and go for broke. He got to go gamble. He got to take some, get some, and that's just the only way to win. If he stays outside of boxes, Shakur gonna pick him apart. Shakur's a polished boxer with some of the best feet in the game right now. And he's a defensive-minded fighter, which is very smart. It's hard to hit him. He makes you gamble to hit him. And he's going to be a tough one to deal with. But if Teofimo is willing to gamble to beat him, and Teofimo can...
Rolly Romero offered a different view, calling the fight a true 50-50 matchup. He based this on the fact that both fighters are proven champions who have faced elite competition. Romero believes neither Stevenson nor Lopez enters the fight as a clear underdog in terms of ability. Instead, he sees to contrasting styles, where the outcome depends on who successfully imposes their game plan first. According to Romero, timing, confidence, and in-fight decisions will likely determine the winner rather than any obvious skill gap.
Teofimo at certain spot, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite. They will make, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Zepeda, being elusive while being aggressive, putting them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to...
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.